strike me down with it. Give in to your anger. With each passing moment, you make yourself more my servant. It is unavoidable. It is your destiny. You, like your father, are now mine. There is no escape. My young apprentice. Good. I can feel your anger. I am defenseless. Take your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
This is an open letter to the Ben 10 fanbase. Dear Ben 10 fandom, it's time to stop. All of your rage, your whining, and your over-the-top temper tantrum over this death battle is doing you no favors, and you are only destroying your own cause. Now, what you need to understand is rather you are correct in the outcome of this fight or not is irrelevant, because the behavior I have been seeing you display is absolutely unacceptable, and it is exactly what Death Battle wants. And if this is all your attempt to fight Death Battle, then you are failing miserably. I can tell you don't seem to understand how Death Battle functions. And to get so angry about a death battle, to the point where you will lie, you will contradict yourselves, and you will even threaten violence on people, is completely unacceptable. And it's just making your fandom look bad. Why would anyone, even if you are right, that Ben 10 should have defeated Green Lantern, why would anyone want to side with you, considering the behavior that you have displayed? And don't say, oh, it's just because of this death battle. Because guess what? I did some digging, and I found a whole lot of dirt on the Ben 10 fandom. You have always been a batshit, rabid, insane fan base. And that is exactly what Death Battle preys on. You are the type of demographic that Death Battle loves. You see, contrary to what you might think, Death Battle absolutely loves rabid, obsessive fan bases that absolutely lose their shit when they don't get their way. And that is why you fail. You don't understand Death Battle. You think that blowing up their comment section, spamming the dislike button is going to defeat them. No, it's not. You see, when Death Battle sees a rabid fan base, all they see is dollar signs. And absolutely, they are going to piss you off. Because, in their case, it's what's good for business. They have nothing to gain from sucking the dick of your fan base. Because guess what? If literally everyone is expecting Ben 10 to win, then that does nothing for their view count. However, if they have a controversial outcome, then it works in their favor. It creates controversy. It pisses off the fans. It makes people want to make a whole shit ton of debunking videos. And most of all, it will lead to their comment section and their like to dislike ratio being completely spammed, which is exactly what they want. See, here's something I'm sure a lot of you may or may not know. But the reason why YouTubers are always very big on telling you to like, comment, and subscribe? Well, there's a reason for that. See, if you become a YouTuber, this is something you quickly learn. The more views as well as the more comments and likes you get, the higher your video moves up the YouTube ranking system. And it makes it much more likely for said video to end up on people's recommended page. So, when you go out of your way to absolutely spam Death Battle's comment section and spam their like to dislike buttons, you help Death Battle. And more so, the more views you give Death Battle, the more money you give them. And that's why they see dollar signs when they see a rabid fan base. See, if a rabid fan base like Ben 10, which is a very nostalgic show for a lot of people, gets ticked off, it's good for business in the case of Death Battle. And I'm sure that's why they chose Green Lantern. Technically, Green Lantern would win because of him being a comic book character from a very broken comic book universe. You see, I have no doubt that Ben 10 would destroy most versions of Green Lantern. However, when you get to versions like Post-Crisis Green Lantern or Rebirth Green Lantern, then that's not going to happen. Because Post-Crisis Green Lantern and anything beyond that, he has the power of Parallax and has fought many multiversal beings. So, Post-Crisis and beyond Green Lantern is multiversal level. In fact, Parallax himself, from what I understand from many of my comic book sources that I checked into, is a high complex multiversal being. As I stated in my review, Alien X, at best, is a universal plus level threat at best. So yeah, logically Green Lantern is going to win because he is stronger. Now sure, Ben 10 would defeat New 52 Green Lantern, but here's what you fail to understand, Ben 10 fans. Just because Goku can defeat the weakest version of Superman doesn't mean that Goku will defeat all versions of Superman. And this is something that Jar has brought up before. Stop taking the weakest version of Superman and putting him against the strongest version of Goku and saying, see, Goku beats Superman. That's not how it works. And the same rules apply here. The Ben 10 fans always reference the versions of Green Lantern that completely suck, like New 52, or the movie incarnation of Green Lantern, okay? Now, if they're not going to use the movie incarnations for all the Marvel characters, what the fuck makes you think they're going to count the movie versions of the DC characters? Which they don't. Oftentimes, those are alternate universes that aren't canon anyway. And you are completely playing into Death Battle's hands. What a lot of people fail to understand, and one of the reasons why I've become such a dangerous weapon against Death Battle, is because I understand Death Battle. I understand their endgame. Death Battle has become a master at manipulating fan bases to their will. They know exactly what they're doing. They want you pissed off, Ben 10 fans. They are using you, and you're letting them do it. You are so consumed by your blind anger at the thought that Ben 10 would lose to anyone that, without even thinking about it, you run to their comment section and you start spamming all kinds of incomprehensible nonsense that just makes you look not only retarded, but even crazy at times, because one Ben 10 fan in particular threatened violence upon me just because I refused to agree with him. That is how blind you all have become. And you are playing right into Death Battle's hands. They got you by the balls. They have you right where they want you. And yeah, you are losing. You are kicking your own asses. Like, you know the reason why I play these death battles in their entirety in my reviews? It's so people that hate death battle and don't trust them can come to my reviews and watch the death battle without having to go to death battle. Once you give them your view, once you give them even one hate comment or dislike, they got you. Anything you say is irrelevant. They don't care. You see, I'm actually trying to take down death battle. Now, whether or not I can succeed in that is another story. But one thing I can tell you, any work that someone like me is going to do to try to take down death battle is immediately rendered completely useless when rabid fan bases, and this isn't just the Ben 10 fan base, this is any rabid fan base. Anytime a rabid fan base attacks death battle, they have won. Rabid fan bases make death battle stronger than ever. You're giving them what they want. They want views so that they can get more money. They want likes and comments so that way it will move their video through the YouTube ranks and it will be seen by more people. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking, but wait, if we spam the dislike button, won't that do something? Well, unfortunately, no. You see, YouTube's system is completely fucking broken to the point where even if you dislike someone's video, it doesn't affect it at all. Even if they get a shit ton of dislikes, the video will still move through the YouTube ranks. So, rather you click like or dislike, it's not going to matter to death battle. Now, yeah, sure, it might matter to the people who are watching this and think, oh boy, this has a lot of dislikes, I probably shouldn't watch it. But even so, in order to see the dislike to like ratio, you have to click on the video unless you look up Social Blade, which most normal people don't do. So in the end, you are only helping death battle. What needs to be done is, I know how this is going to sound, but don't watch them. Unsub to them. Don't watch their videos. That is what they want. Come to YouTubers like me, where we make debunkings and reviews, and you can watch the death battle here, so that way you don't have to give death battle views, because every view they get is $1 for them. You can't do that because then you failed. And you have accomplished nothing at the end of the day but help death battle. Death battle themselves have admitted they love controversy. For them, the more people that are talking about it, the better.
It's the internet. Everybody has that veil of anonymity so they can just go off. So to us, it's not a big deal at all. It just rolls right off the back. So
I mean, the phrase "don't feed the trolls" definitely applies, and it helps a lot with the show's integrity and the appearance of the hosts.
And our fans argue for us.
And the fans argue for us, yes. And really, what it comes down to is the more people arguing about it and posting videos and blogs and stuff about how we're wrong, that's just more publicity for us. That's more people.
Which we're not wrong, by the way.
Yeah, no, we're never wrong. But that's more people going back and watching the episode, so that's fine. Yeah. I'm all for it. If you want to rant about us, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just tell everybody else about it.
Exactly.
They never fixed or corrected themselves on anything they've ever made. When people complain, they flat out said they got nothing wrong. They basically just consider every piece of criticism they get good because people will go and watch their show, right? Which is an asshole thing to do. They don't give a shit about you. They just care about how they can sell to you. That's why before every episode, there's an advertisement. Then there's an advertisement at the beginning of the episode. Then there's an advertisement before the actual fight. Then there's an advertisement at the end of the episode. They want you to buy their shit, watch their video, and if you have an opinion, shut up. All this just shows that they don't have any integrity or passion for what they do. They just want your money and a closed mouth, preferably around their cocks.
Because that means more people are going to hear about it. More people are going to come check out their video. You have to stop. Otherwise, Death Battle is going to win. You see, here's one thing I've come to understand. The best way to take down any company is to hit them where it hurts, which is right in the wallet. That is about the easiest way to destroy any company, regardless of how big they are. If their profits start dropping, then they will eventually go away. They will either be forced to change their behavior or go away. A perfect example would be WWE. Their stocks are dropping to all-time lows. Their views are dropping to all-time lows. They are losing money. And there's a very real possibility that WWE is probably going to shut down. Nobody's watching them. Nobody is giving them money. That is how you will defeat Death Battle. Not by spamming the dislikes. Not by shoving hate comments down their throats. That is what they want. Again, you can look at it. Ben 10 versus Green Lantern already has over 2 million views. And it hasn't even been a week. You have already failed miserably. And the rage of all these Ben 10 fans are probably going to make it worse. There's probably going to be a whole lot of debunking or rant videos that are probably going to come out. Now, to a certain extent, those are good if you're trying to take views away from Death Battle. But if you're not, then all it's going to do is just help give the Death Battle more attention. Have you ever heard the phrase, "there is no such thing as bad publicity"? Death Battle understands that all too well. They know how to pull the strings of a fan base. They know how to get a fan base to do exactly what they want. And I guarantee you, what Death Battle is counting on is for the fan base to get so pissed off that they will inevitably demand a rematch, which they will do, just like they did with Goku vs. Superman and Mario vs. Sonic. And guess what? They will likely get even more views than ever before. And rather, Ben 10 wins or not is irrelevant. Either way, they got the fan base by the balls. So, again, I beg you, Ben 10 fan base, please, listen to my advice. Heed my warning about Death Battle. If you truly care about taking down Death Battle, listen to this letter. Listen to what I have told you. Only then will you be able to defeat Death Battle. If not, if you continue to rage like this, if you continue to act like the rabid lunatic fan base that I have read that the Ben 10 fan base is, you will continue to play into Death Battle's hands, and they will only become bigger and more powerful, and there's nothing you will be able to do about it, and Death Battle is just going to laugh their ass off and cash in that paycheck. The more views you give them, the more hate comments you give them, the higher the paycheck. And that is what they want. So please, I'm begging you, stop, Ben 10 fans. I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to help you. I'm with you. Death Battle is out of control, and they should be stopped. However, there is only so much I can do if you are going to continue to fall for Death Battle's bait and play into their hands. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally here. I am making this video to try to help all of you. Now, it's up to you whether you want to listen or not. Now, I'll continue my fight against Death Battle, but rather you want to help Death Battle or defeat them, that is up to you.